I despise you niggas. Straight up. Y'all niggas run around this city with y'all goddamn tail hanging everywhere. Telling on every goddamn body. Rat ass niggas. I don't give a fuck. I don't care how much money that nigga got. If you a rat, I don't respect you. Straight up. On no tight level, you a fucking rat. You are a rat. You're a rodent. I don't respect you in no type way. I don't care how much money you got, how many niggas you put on, how many cars y'all niggas got, how many chains y'all got. I don't give a fuck how many bricks you sold, how many licks you hit. If you are a fucking rat, if you a rat, bro. If you're a rat, R-A-T, a rat, you don't get no respect.
Turn my headphone down a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Fox5News.com reported, rapper 21 Savage has been taken into custody by ICE in Atlanta. The feds say don't believe the Wikipedia page for Shia Ben Abraham Joseph, better known by his stage name 21 Savage. The rapper, songwriter, and record producer was taken into custody Sunday morning by U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement this weekend for overstaying his visa. The 26-year-old is a British national who arrived in America at the age of 14, according to the feds, and immigrated to the U.S. The feds say he was convicted on drug charges in Fulton County in 2014. Officials say more charges are possible. ICE released the following statement. In Customs Enforcement, ICE arrested unlawfully present United Kingdom national Shay Ye. U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, arrested unlawfully present United Kingdom national Shay Ya Ben Abraham Joseph, aka 21 Savage, during a targeted operation with federal and local enforcement partners early Sunday in Metro Atlanta. Mr. Abraham Joseph was taken into ICE custody as he is unlawfully present in the United States and also a convicted felon. Mr. Abraham Joseph initially entered the U.S. legally in July 2005, but subsequently failed to depart under the terms of his non-immigrant visa, and he became unlawfully present in the United States when his visa expired in July 2006. In addition to being in violation of federal immigration laws, Mr. Abraham Joseph was convicted on felony drug charges October 2014 in Fulton County. Mr. Abraham Joseph is presently in ICE custody in Georgia and has been placed into removal proceedings before the federal immigration courts. ICE will now await the outcome of his case before a federal immigration judge to determine future actions. No word yet from the U.S. Attorney's Office of the Northern District of Georgia in those charges.
No, because let me tell you something. Let me check you real quick.
Check me.
Check him, girl.
Okay, so let me talk about this right quick. So everybody know what I used to do for a living, and it has always been a curious situation to me where when Trump got in office, when I tell you it was like this huge sweep, okay? I'm not lying, because I was in Montgomery County for a while, and Montgomery County, Maryland is known for the illegals, right? And it was never a urgent matter during the time when America was thriving. You know, when the housing market was excellent. I mean, jobs were plentiful. Who was it? Now, this is before Obama. Who was before Obama? Was it Bush? I guess it was during the Bush administration, right? But when assets were plentiful, when there were no worries, and let me give you an example, right? It was so relaxed at that time, that whenever there were illegals locked up, Montgomery County did not give permission to other jurisdictions to come in and touch the illegals, because at that time the illegals were producing so much money for Montgomery County, because Montgomery County at that time was the third richest county in Maryland, in the state of Maryland, right? No, actually, I think Montgomery County was the third richest county in the United States of America, right? So, Montgomery County's stance was, okay, so you do whatever it is you want to do over there, but we good with our legals over here. Over here, we good, right? But when Trump got in office, all that changed. They started setting up sting operations where, they would contact you, me, whoever, and say, look, we coming in there to get your dude. But what I found was the most disturbing about the situation was that it was clear to me that I felt like Latin Americans were being targeted. Now, the rules are the rules, that you can't be over this country acting up, acting crazy, and not think that you're not going to be shipped back to your country, because regardless of who you were, just the rule across the board. When you're over here and you're in this country, whether you're illegal or legal, you're going to act right in this country. That has always been the rule. And if you catch any type of crime, I think misdemeanors crimes, it wasn't such a big thing. But when you caught felony crimes or any type, I think now it's changed. Now it's a thing of any type of crime, you going back home. Now, if it's a felony, oh, you definitely going back home. But like I said, the focus then was mainly on Latin Americans or illegal Latin Americans, right? Regardless of how long you've been there, right? But I told you in Montgomery County was like, leave our illegals alone. Fuck you. Leave them alone. So then as Trump got in office, we really did start getting more stings, and they were going outside of the scope of Spanish Americans or Latin Americans, right? Now we're getting into, Jamaicans, Haitians. I've had a Russian dude to get picked up before. Listen, if you committed some type of crime and you was on a visa, child, they was coming to get you. And although it was heartbreaking, at the same time, it was a relief, because I knew that Spanish Americans weren't being targeted anymore. Like now, you're focusing on illegal Africans, illegal Jamaicans, illegal Haitians, along with any other illegal, right? And in this case of 21 Savage, what baffles me is that why weren't you all, if he committed the crime in 2014, if he was convicted in 2000, I think they said 14, what took you so long? Is it because now he's a rapper that is successful now? Because typically, as soon as he get the conviction, they on you. Matter of fact, they pick you up from jail now, or they were supposed to pick you up from jail then. But it makes me feel like he was targeted, which I feel like a lot of men are. I really do feel like a lot of men are targeted. But it is really disheartening and disappointing how this situation is looking like. Now they're not even trying to fool. They're not even trying to throw wool over your eyes with the BS. Now they straightforward with it. Yes, I know it's BS. Yes, I know this is messed up. But we're going to do it and we don't care because, 45 is here. He don't care. Nothing he does makes sense. But right now, the whole world don't make sense. So with all that being said, I really feel like they targeted this young man, because if he had the felony in 2014, the felony drug charges in 2014, and now it's 2019, I'm sure he was placed on probation. I'm sure he was incarcerated at one point. Why wasn't he picked up at that time then? Because that's typically the standard. You get charged with any offense, they're coming to get you. Especially a felony, they're right there on your ass. Okay? And especially now that Trump is in office. He ain't showing no mercy to nobody. Not nobody. Okay? But I wanted to know, did anybody else find this to be just a situation of consequence? It's not consequence. It's not what's that C word, y'all? A situation of just, it's not consequence. Just, y'all know what I'm talking about. Just a situation where, you know, oh, it's just all of a sudden now y'all picking them up. Child, y'all know I can't think of the daggone word. Anyway, guys, tell me what you think below. Deuce.